Grand Rising. It's good to see everyone. Let me know in the chat if we're live, because I have no clue. It is about to start. It's all about to start. And that's what we're experiencing right now. So we just kind of went through this massive solar storm. And today we're out here. Let me know in the chat if we're live. We're out here discussing what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, our physical symptoms, and what we're experiencing mentally as well. So I'm just giving everyone a few minutes to get on if you're watching on the replay. And if you haven't done so already, please smash and obliterate the like button. I can see the chat is like almost like a minute behind. It's okay. It's good to see everyone. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. And please take the time to smash the like button. Take the time to take this link for this world famous message and post it everywhere so your friends and family, our soul family, can find this and find guidance through the event as we're just sipping on some coffee this rising. We're all feeling it. We're all feeling it. And, you know, it's interesting when we're all having a similar experience. And that's why it's very important that we're all sharing and collaborating when it comes to our ascension symptoms. And, you know, they might not have been pleasant. We remember that linear time is fake. So some of the things you might have felt yesterday, and some of these things you might be experiencing right now, and some of you are about to feel it, so good luck. Yeah, we're out here with the hibiscus. You see the hibiscus? Hibiscus makes a phenomenal tea as well. Yeah. So are you getting your first cup of coffee? Oh yeah, I'll give everyone a few minutes to get their coffee ready. And I'm very grateful for our Patreon community. I will be going live on Patreon immediately following this one. We're going to talk about how it ends. We talked about it last night. I still don't know how it ends. But we actually learn a lot from these movies. And we're learning about the code. There's a lot of codes to the universe and how we're broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, and each and every one of you are actually creating the reality. You didn't realize you were that powerful, but you're actually creating the reality. So you're all creating our community. Please smash the like button. The show is about to get underway, and we have to go through all of these interesting symptoms that we might be feeling right now. And you know, to have two massive solar storms back to back, we can see that the sun is changing. The energies around us are changing. It's actually activating our heart chakras, and it happens in waves. I'm seeing that people are having heart palpitations. Andrea, that's what you're feeling right now. You know, I was feeling that December into January. And it happens in waves. It's not all gonna happen. We're not all getting our activations at the same time, but we're having these heart chakra activations, and it's a lot to handle. And, you know, some people are struggling accepting this new energy. That's why I shared a long time ago the preparation to accept. So you're hardwiring in your body, all your trillions of cells. Yes, Donna, we're actually starting to purge the types of foods, and we become intolerant to these foods. You know, I said, oh, I ate this my whole life, and then all of a sudden you can't eat these foods right now. You might be called to have more fruit right now because we have to stay hydrated during the solar storm. Yeah, we gotta ride out the storm. as we just sip on coffee. You know, to talk about those that were dealing with the heart chakra activations. When I was going through mine, I was not able to even go near any coffee. I was like, no coffee for me, you know? So it's all changing who you are, what we're accustomed to, our homeostasis. We're accustomed to how our body regulates itself, and then all of a sudden you say, oh, I might be sleeping extra, and that's one of the main things that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to just give it another minute for those that are just getting on. Get them on, get them on. So please smash the like button. I'm grateful for all the support, and we're all going through this together, you know, and there's a lot of distractions. We talked about them last night. How many of you were on Friday Night Live last night? Were you on Friday Night Live? We have a great time on Friday Night Live. If you haven't, if you're stumbling across this and you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe, and select all, so you get all the updates. Someone wrote that they didn't know I was going live. When you click, I know it's multiple steps, but if you click the bell next to subscribe, you're going to get all of the updates. And you know, we're seeing all this energy. We see the solar storms. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to update the people, because this reality is changing right now. And I'm just reading the chat, and I see that how many people are feeling these energies. Joy, I haven't had soda in years. You know, I shared about this too, how your palate changes, right? If you're experiencing a palate change where the food or the drink no longer resonates, let us know. I used to, in the summertime, I shared this story. This is going back in the day. Once in a while, I would get like these diet sodas, and like, oh, it's hot, I'll just have it. You know, there's no sugar in there. You know, no sugar, no carbs, and I would always have some diet soda in the summer. And then one summer, it's probably about 5 years ago now, and I always would have a little bit in the summertime, and then all of a sudden I couldn't. See, the birds are here. Like the animal whisperer. They all come around. You saw our girls last night? The animals come around. They feel the vibration. So yeah, even though it was diet soda, all of a sudden I just tasted it. Ooh, and it was terrible. And you know, I couldn't have the soda anymore. So you might be experiencing a palate change as well. So we're out here in nature. If you haven't, I love you too. If you haven't done so, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message. So we're going through this solar storm, and you know, this energy is coming in and it's affecting us. So on my journey the other day, I was so tired and out of it. You know, I slept, you know, did our premiere in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I had to go to sleep, and I slept for like three hours, maybe even more, in the middle of the day. And if this is you, let us know. And you know, I was just so tired. And then I'm realizing when these energies are coming in, they're upgrading us, and we need to be in the delta wave in order to integrate these new energies. So if you are sleeping right now more, if you're feeling extra tired, always listen to your body. You know, try not to fight it too much. Like sometimes, even myself, I want to keep going. It's our lifestyle, right? But every once in a while, if our body is requiring us to sleep more, you should listen to your body, and you know, because you are upgrading, and you might be experiencing the ringing in the ears, and you know, what I'm experiencing is it's louder, and the tone or the pitch has changed. So if you're experiencing any of these things so far, please give the video a like. It helps others find this message. And you know, so that's really the major physical symptoms that we're feeling. You might be very lethargic, you're sleeping extra, and this is something like people can really, oh yeah, yeah, I'm sleeping extra. I'm so tired, can't get up in the morning, right? The alarm clock might go off, and you keep sleeping all day long. You want to sleep, so that's a physical symptom. And then there's who we are, since our heart chakras are opening up more. And some of you or some people, they might hear this, that they're all about the spiritual awakening journey. Yeah, it's going to be unicorns and rainbows with the heart chakra, but actually it's quite frightening. And so you might start to become turned off, and you let me know in the chat, and if you're watching on the replay, let us know in the comments. Are you turned off by certain things? So there could be people, and you're like, oh, I can't deal with it. There are certain, could be a living condition. It could be a lifestyle. It could be food, like we just discussed. Right now you might have the calling to have extra fruit when you don't maybe eat so much fruit. A lot of brain fog, right? So you're feeling that you're getting turned off by certain things because it no longer resonates. Your frequency has changed, and it's no longer a vibrational match for you. And that's what these energies, when the solar flare comes in and it upgrades you and it goes into your DNA receptors, and you say, oh, DNA, I thought I had junk DNA. I thought the DNA was junk, right? Remember they taught us about the junk DNA? And, actually 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. So these energies are coming into your energy amplifiers. We recently spoke about the spiral, right? Like the Tesla coil. Some of you are familiar with the Tesla coil. And your DNA is a spiral, and it's pulling in this energy, and it's amplifying it as a spiral. Yeah, I see. If you're watching on the replay, you got to be in the live in the chats. The DNA spirals are blowing up. Yeah. Send more DNA spirals in the chat. But that's what you're feeling right now. And sometimes, even myself, I'm saying, I gotta get up. I gotta get going. I gotta get in the gym, ride the bike, right? Do all the. I said, I gotta sleep. I'm tired. I haven't even done anything. If you haven't even done anything and you're tired, let us know. We're out here with the hibiscus. You got to get yourself some hibiscus tea. It's phenomenal. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff incoming. So we have to use, we talked about it last night. If you haven't seen Friday Night Live, you got to see Friday Night Live. We have the eyes to see, so we could see through these fake things that are out there. And, now with an open third eye, we can understand and overstand what's going on. I will be discussing a lot about this immediately after this on Patreon. Very grateful for everyone that supports on Patreon, and the links will be in the description. We're creating the reality. And there's creatures out there that can't create the reality, but they actually manipulate the people to create the reality for them. Yeah. So, we'll be talking a little bit about that. So you might be turned off by certain things. And you might be feeling nostalgia, right? Let us know if you're feeling some nostalgia. There's certain things maybe from your childhood. We were actually talking about it last night, and when I was talking about it, I felt it more. We were talking about the Legend of Zelda. If you played the Legend of Zelda on Nintendo years ago, you're welcome. If you played the Legend of Zelda years ago, you might have loved that game. I'm into the the superheroes and all the things from childhood. You might be having this nostalgia right now. You want to embrace them, right? I see the Zelda in the chat. Nostalgia. And you say, why? Why is it nostalgia? You have to understand and overstand the importance of the inner child, because that's, right, Nintendo brings out an inner child. The inner child is who you actually are, and that's where you want to be one with your inner child. Because over the course of time, I did a video about this when I first started 3 years ago. Over the course of time, the inner child, has been beaten down by the satanic matrix. And you say, oh, I can't do this, I have to grow up. And that was just a phrase, you got to grow up. You need to be indoctrinated into the matrix. And if you're here to be a sovereign being embracing their inner child, yeah, please smash the like button. Keep smashing that like button, Light Warriors. We're going to get it out there. You'll see. And we are big children. And, we're becoming in tune with these feelings. And your inner child, so if you're experiencing a lot of nostalgia right now, your inner child is being healed. There's millions and millions of people that have been, crushed by this matrix. And now we're being healed. And partially it's from the energies, but we have to do the work ourselves. We have to do that inner work. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward during this time period. So definitely don't worry if you are you're growing up as a trap, right, Light Weaver? Don't worry about growing up. And we're embracing these changes, but we have to also do the work ourselves. God is sending us energy, right? God is singing love songs. It's a frequency, but the people have been tuned into static. Think about how the animals live freely, right? And what do we have to do? The more, I used to hear people years ago say, "Oh, I just want to be a bird," I just want to, And now I'm realizing, like, they were right the whole time. Yeah, we're going through this because we're supposed to be so, intelligent. We're living in a prison. We're enslaved. Yeah. But now we're busting out of prison. Dolores Cannon, spoke about this. And it's time to embrace this freedom again and be like the animals. That's what we're all doing. So this energy is here, but once again, people are distracted away by false idols. We talked about them last night. Remember the false idols? They created distraction, and then they see it on the TV, and then it distracts people. It takes them away from God, and it takes them away from these energies and working on themselves. That's what it's all about. You got to do the work on yourself, and we're not focused on false idols. We're focused on ourselves. We're focused on our loved ones. Think about the loved ones that bring out your inner child. When I'm around, certain people and they make me feel like a child, feel like a baby. It's a good thing. And let us know in the chat if you experience that as well. That's how we're supposed to feel. And that's how, like when we talked about it earlier, you might be turned off by people, things, and situations right now. Well, that's a way of knowing that this person is in resonance with you. Yeah. So we're all going back to our inner child right now. And I'm very grateful for all the support. Please keep smashing the like button. And we're going to get this message out there for the masses. Yeah. So, we have to learn we have to learn how to live right now, because we didn't know how to live. It's true. We were given subconscious programs, and we're watching. We're being watched, and there's a whole family, a whole army behind us, rooting us on. And we have to embrace this power, and this power is coming through the light. And there, see, spirituality and science, they try to like split it, divide it, and they kind of like gaslight you. The spirituality aspect is actually more important. And Tesla knew this. And you know, there's so many people, you know, they years ago they said, oh, he's a mad scientist, right? He's not even in the textbooks. So many things, whether we take them for granted or have been hidden from us, like the amplifying antenna, free energy for all the people. I gotta know why. I gotta know why the amplifying antenna is not put up in all the cities by now. That was like 100 years ago, right? Free energy. Shouldn't everyone get free energy? You could pull it out of the air. Yeah, you get free energy. Why are you paying for it for? Ask, ask the people that are in charge, right? So I'm very grateful for all the support, and free energy is coming. And please continue to share this message. I'm going to be wrapping it up here soon, and I will be on Patreon immediately following this, and we're going to be talking about how it ends, and we're going to be talking about mind control. We're going to be talking about how a spell is cast upon people. That's why they call it a broadcast. Yeah. You say, oh, they call it a broadcast. Oh, they call it a program, because they're programming your mind and they're casting a spell. And they're broadcasting the spell. They're making it broad. They could change the entire reality through the people. Yeah. So we're gonna be talking about that today. So please give the video a like. Share this video today if you are experiencing these Ascension symptoms, and why don't you leave comments on what you're personally experiencing right now. It's very helpful for everyone else. So I love you all, and hang in there. I know it's kind of rough right now, but we're going to make it through. And these are the birthing pains. You know, we're going through the birthing pains, and we're going through the birthing pains of the new earth. So I love you all, and I will see you all on Patreon in a few minutes. Keep going. Victory of the light.